We're not looking forward to it because we had an uncertainty about, like, okay, well, what is this even about?
Perhaps it was about putting them in the right place at the right time to see this.
Look at that. And, you know, she looked up, we're like, wow, that's an angel.
Good shit going on, bud. I'm talking about
Yeah, you saw that shit now. I tried to tell you.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That fucking thing going through the atmosphere.
Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into a remarkable phenomenon happening in Gaza, where Christians are serving their community and Jesus is reportedly appearing to people in dreams and visions. But what does this mean for the spread of the gospel, especially in regions where sharing faith is strictly prohibited? Jesus prophesied that the message of his kingdom would reach all cultures before his return, ensuring everyone has the opportunity to know him. But how will this happen in Muslim-majority countries where persecution is rampant? Will his followers face extreme challenges, including martyrdom, to spread the gospel? Stay tuned as we explore these questions and share powerful testimonies of Muslim men and women who have encountered Christ through dreams. We are Jesus' Eternal Aura. In today's video, you will have appropriate answers to all the questions above. Before you know what happened, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and click the bell icon for all the latest updates. Understanding the origins and beliefs of Muslim people is crucial when discussing their encounters with Jesus through dreams. The Muslim lineage traces back to Ishmael, the son of Abraham, and his slave Hagar. Despite historical differences and the animosity stirred by radicals, Muslims share a brotherly connection with the Israelites. This context is essential for grasping the significance of their encounters with Jesus. Muslims are familiar with Jesus, known to them as Isa, the son of Joseph and Mary. However, they do not recognize him as the Son of God or the Messiah who came to save humanity from sin and hell. In Islamic tradition, Jesus is considered a great prophet. They believe he will return at the end of time, but instead of establishing his kingdom on earth, he will declare that he is not the Son of God, thus refuting Christian beliefs. According to Islamic eschatology, Jesus will then lead Muslims in prayer, defeat the Antichrist, referred to as Dajjal, and establish order and peace on earth, with all monotheistic religions living in harmony under Islamic law. Given this background, the phenomenon of Jesus revealing himself to Muslims through dreams is particularly striking. This occurrence can be attributed to two main reasons: persecution and the cultural significance of dreams in Islam. Firstly, persecution against non-Muslims in many Muslim-majority countries is severe. Converts to Christianity often face extreme consequences, including losing their possessions, families, and freedom. Many are imprisoned, tortured, or even sentenced to death. This intense persecution drives a deep need for divine intervention and guidance. Secondly, Muslims place a high value on dreams, believing that God communicates with them during sleep when there are no worldly distractions. This cultural belief makes them more receptive to divine messages received through dreams. While Christians also acknowledge that God can reveal himself through dreams, as evidenced by various biblical examples, Muslims tend to take such revelations more seriously. One compelling testimony of Jesus appearing to a Muslim through a dream involves Karim al-Aili, an Islamic extremist and former Muslim. Karim was raised with the goal of participating in jihad. As an ultra-conservative preacher, he sought to convert Christians to Islam and dreamt of waging war against Jews and Christians to achieve victory for Islam. Karim's life took an unexpected turn when, just as he was preparing to go into battle against Israel, his mission was abruptly canceled. he received a phone call from his superior, informing him that the battle was off and he was dismissed. This unexpected turn of events left Karim feeling rejected by Allah, plunging him into depression. In Islam, those who die in battle for their faith are believed to be personally called by Allah. So this cancellation was a profound blow to Karim's faith. In his disillusionment, Karim shifted his focus to preaching Islam to Christians, hoping to convert them. However, the more he studied, the more he encountered teachings about Jesus that confused him. Despite his rigorous Islamic upbringing and knowledge, he found himself increasingly drawn to Jesus. One day, while browsing the internet, Karim began to question his faith. He prayed earnestly for God to reveal himself, feeling desperate and small in the vastness of the divine. That night, he had a vivid dream. He found himself on a long, thorny road, being chased by men intent on killing him. At the end of the road, he encountered a man he did not recognize. Desperate for help, he called out, and the man reached out, touched his shoulder, and saved him. Karim realized that the man was Jesus. In the dream, Jesus told him, "It is time for you to follow me." Startled, Karim woke up, convinced it was a hallucination. He prayed again, asking for confirmation. The next night, he had the same dream with all the details. Still struggling with his attachment to Islam, he challenged the Lord once more. To his surprise, Jesus appeared to him again the following night. This time, Jesus looked deeply into his eyes and said, "Did I not tell you? Did I not say that it's your time to follow me?" From that moment on, Karim's life was transformed. He dedicated himself to following Christ, leaving behind his extremist views and a former life. His story is a powerful testament to the ways in which Jesus is reaching out to Muslims, even those deeply entrenched in radical beliefs, through dreams. Karim's experience is not an isolated case. Many Muslims across the world report similar encounters with Jesus in their dreams, leading to profound changes in their lives. These testimonies are a compelling indication of how the message of the gospel is spreading, even in places where open evangelism is not possible. The phenomenon of Jesus appearing to Muslims in dreams underscores the power and reach of divine intervention. It highlights how, even in the face of persecution and cultural barriers, the message of Jesus' love and salvation is finding its way to those who seek the truth. These encounters not only challenge the individuals who experience them, but also provide a powerful witness to others of the transformative power of faith in Jesus Christ. In recent times, remarkable testimonies have emerged about Muslims encountering Jesus Christ, leading to profound changes in their lives. These stories highlight the transformative power of faith and the remarkable experiences of individuals who have embraced Christianity despite facing significant persecution. One such story is about a man who, upon learning more about Jesus, decided to get baptized. This decision profoundly changed his worldview and heart. He found true love, overcame persecution because of his conversion, and began sharing his testimony with other Muslims, speaking about salvation through Christ. Pastor Lazarus, the founder of the Transform Iran ministry, has also shared astonishing accounts of Muslims in Iran encountering Christ through dreams. According to Pastor Lazarus, dozens of Iranians have reported seeing a man in a white robe with a cross on his shoulder or heart in their dreams, who identifies himself as Jesus. These dreams are so vivid and profound that they leave the dreamers sweating and trembling. These experiences have led many to convert to Christianity despite the severe persecution they face in Iran, a country notoriously intolerant towards religions other than Islam. In fact, practicing Christianity can result in public hanging. Pastor Lazarus also mentions that over 90% of ex-Muslims he has met, who have converted to Christianity, claim that they were touched by Jesus in a dream, which prompted their conversion. Since 1991, his ministry has helped over 100,000 Muslims convert to Christianity. Another extraordinary case involves Jesus appearing to 200 Muslims in Gaza on the same night. In the midst of the ongoing conflict between Israel and Hamas, a terrorist group controlling Palestine, this event has brought hope and transformation to many. Christian ministers in Palestine reported that these encounters occurred during the reading of the Bible and the sharing of Jesus' message of peace. The appearance of Jesus to more than 200 Muslims, who subsequently converted to Christianity, is seen as a miraculous event, especially in a place deeply affected by war and despair. Professor Michael Lona, a servant of Christ and president of Risen Jesus Inc., has been instrumental in sharing these miraculous conversions. He has received reports from Christian ministers in Palestine about the significant impact these dreams have had on Muslims, leading them to embrace the Christian faith. This mass conversion in Gaza is particularly noteworthy because it occurred amidst great suffering and violence. These new converts, having lost relatives and children to the war, found solace and comfort in Jesus' appearance, deciding to follow Christianity despite the dire circumstances. Professor Lona, known for his works such as The Case for the Resurrection of Jesus and Paul Meets Muhammad, has been a significant figure in the conversion journeys of many Muslims. His historical evidence of the Christian faith has transformed numerous hearts. One notable conversion influenced by his work is that of Nabil Ki, formerly a Muslim who is now a fervent defender of Christianity. This miracle in Gaza should be celebrated by Christians worldwide as a clear sign of God's work in the darkest places, bringing hope and salvation. The situation in Gaza for Christians, however, remains dire. They face significant hardships, with many trapped in churches and running out of food, water, and medical supplies. Despite these challenges, these believers remain steadfast in their faith, witnessing the saving power of Christ even in the most difficult circumstances. The simultaneous appearance of Jesus in the dreams of hundreds of Muslims is seen as a fulfillment of his prophecy of reaching unreachable places. As Christians celebrate these conversions, it is essential to recognize the plight of our brothers and sisters in Gaza. The international Christian community is urged to hope and pray for the evacuation of Christians and civilians to safer areas. The resilience of these believers amid violence and suffering is a testament to their unwavering faith and the transformative power of their encounter with Jesus. These testimonies from Iran and Gaza highlight the profound impact of encountering Jesus through dreams. They reveal a pattern of divine intervention, bringing individuals to faith in the most challenging environments. Despite facing persecution and violence, these new believers demonstrate remarkable courage and conviction in their newfound faith. Their stories serve as powerful reminders of the transformative power of Christ and the hope he brings even in the darkest circumstances. Hopeful fact: over 90% of ex-Muslims from various countries whom he encountered claimed their decision to convert stemmed from dreams where Jesus appeared to them. Since 1991, Pastor Lazarus's ministry has witnessed the conversion of more than 100,000 Muslims, a testament to the powerful impact of these divine encounters. Similarly, a remarkable event took place in Gaza, a region plagued by conflict and suffering. Amidst the ongoing war between Israel and Hamas, over 200 Muslims experienced dreams of Jesus on the same night. This mass encounter brought a wave of transformation and hope to a place overshadowed by despair. Christian ministers reported that during Bible readings and discussions about Jesus' message of peace, These Muslims saw Jesus in their dreams. This led many to convert to Christianity, even in such a perilous environment. Professor Michael Lona, president of Risen Jesus Inc., has been instrumental in documenting and sharing these miraculous conversions. He has received numerous reports from Christian ministers in Palestine about Muslims converting to Christianity following profound dreams of Jesus. Despite the dire circumstances, these new believers found solace and comfort in their dreams, deciding to embrace Christianity. This mass conversion is especially significant given the intense suffering and violence in Gaza. Professor Lona, known for his influential works like The Case for the Resurrection of Jesus and Paul Meets Muhammad, has played a crucial role in the conversion journeys of many Muslims. His scholarly approach to the Christian faith has provided compelling evidence that has touched and transformed many hearts. One notable convert influenced by Lona's work is Nabil Ki, a former Muslim who now passionately defends the Christian faith. The miracle in Gaza is a powerful reminder that God works even in the darkest places, bringing hope and salvation. However, the situation in Gaza for Christians remains critical. Many are trapped in churches, facing shortages of food, water, and medical supplies. Despite these hardships, these believers continue to stand firm in their faith, witnessing the saving power of Christ even in the most challenging circumstances. The simultaneous appearance of Jesus in the dreams of hundreds of Muslims is seen as a fulfillment of his prophecy of reaching unreachable places. As Christians celebrate these conversions, it is essential to recognize the ongoing struggles of our brothers and sisters in Gaza. The international Christian community is urged to pray and advocate for the safe evacuation of Christians and civilians to safer areas. The resilience of these believers amid violence and suffering is a testament to their unwavering faith and the transformative power of their encounter with Jesus. These testimonies from Iran and Gaza highlight the profound impact of encountering Jesus through dreams. They reveal a pattern of divine intervention, bringing individuals to faith in the most challenging environments. Despite facing persecution and violence, these new believers demonstrate remarkable courage and conviction in their newfound faith. Their stories serve as powerful reminders of the transformative power of Christ and the hope he brings even in the darkest circumstances. This phenomenon of Muslims encountering Jesus in dreams can be attributed to two main reasons. First, the harsh reality faced by those who convert to Christianity in some Muslim-majority countries. These brave individuals risk losing everything: their families, their possessions, and even their freedom. The fear of persecution is real and intense. Second, Muslims place a high value on dreams, viewing them as potential messages from God. They believe that during sleep, with less worldly noise, it is a clear opportunity for divine communication. This emphasis on dreams aligns with some Christian beliefs, as the Bible also showcases God speaking through dreams. However, Muslims tend to take this concept much more seriously. One striking example is the story of Karam Alak, an Islamic extremist raised in a fervent Islamic community with jihad as his destiny. War tactics were his passion, and his ultimate dream was to fight in the name of Allah. However, his plans were abruptly revoked, leaving him feeling abandoned by God. As he delved deeper into his studies, he frequently encountered Jesus' name, causing confusion and unraveling his rigid beliefs. One night, in desperation, he prayed for God to reveal the truth. That night, he had a vivid dream of being chased until a hand reached out to him, offering hope. This hand belonged to Jesus. The dream was so real that it left him shaken. After praying for confirmation, he had the same dream again, but he still doubted. He challenged the dream, asking for a definitive answer. The following night, Jesus appeared again, telling him, "Did I not tell you? It's your time to follow me." This dream shattered Karam's beliefs and led him on a quest to understand who Jesus truly was. He eventually embraced Christianity, a decision that transformed his worldview and soul. Despite facing ostracism from his former community, his newfound faith provided solace, and he became a powerful voice sharing his story and urging others to embrace Christ. Karam's story is a testament to the transformative power of faith, showing that even the most hardened hearts can find redemption. His experience, along with those in Iran and Gaza, demonstrates that even in times of great trial, God does not abandon his children. These stories of divine encounters through dreams offer a significant sign of hope and serve as a reminder of God's enduring presence and love, even in the most challenging circumstances. In a remarkable and startling revelation, over 90% of ex-Muslims who encountered Pastor Lazarus's ministry in various countries attributed their conversion to dreams of Jesus. This wasn't a series of isolated incidents, but a powerful pattern that was emerging, a testament to the impact of Pastor Lazarus's work. Since its inception in 1991, his ministry had seen over 100,000 Muslims convert to Christianity, many of them citing transformative dreams as the catalyst. These numbers painted a remarkable picture, a quiet movement fueled by faith, flourishing even in the face of immense risk. Kim and countless other Iranians encountering Jesus in their dreams became living testaments to the transformative power of faith. Their stories defied expectations, showcasing how a divine encounter could shake even the most deeply entrenched beliefs. In the heart of the war-torn Gaza Strip, amidst the rubble of conflict and the despair of a people caught in the crossfire, another remarkable event unfolded. This wasn't a story of bombs and bloodshed, but of hope blooming in the most unexpected place, through dreams. The year was 2023, and tensions between Israel and Hamas, the Palestinian group controlling Gaza, remained high. The Palestinian people, predominantly Muslim, had endured immense hardship due to the ongoing conflict. It was during this tumultuous time that a group of Christians led by Pastor Michael Lona, a professor of theology at the University of Houston and head of the Rise Jesus Ministry, arrived in Gaza. Their mission wasn't to fight, but to offer solace. They provided humanitarian aid, food, clothing, and most importantly, a message of hope rooted in the gospel of Christ. The missionaries worked tirelessly with Palestinian parents who had suffered the unimaginable loss of their children in the war. One evening, after ensuring these families' safety and basic needs were met, the missionaries began reading passages from the Bible. Words of love, compassion, and the promise of salvation through Jesus resonated in the air. Little did they know, this act of faith would ignite a chain of events that would leave them astounded. As hearts swelled with emotion and eyes brimmed with tears of joy, the power of love and faith enveloped all who were present. The whispers of hope and the assurance of redemption echoed through the halls, touching each soul in a profound way. It was a moment of divine connection, a glimpse into the infinite possibilities that lay ahead for those who believed. The message of salvation through Jesus spread like wildfire, igniting a spark of hope in the hearts of the weary and downtrodden. People from all walks of life gathered together, united in their shared faith and unwavering devotion to a higher power. The words spoken were not just words. They were a beacon of light in a world shrouded in darkness, a reminder that there was always hope, always a way forward. As the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, the impact of that fateful day continued to reverberate through the lives of all who had been touched by its message. Acts of kindness, compassion, and love became commonplace as people sought to embody the teachings of Jesus in their everyday lives. The ripple effect of that act of faith was felt far and wide, transcending borders and boundaries to reach even the most remote corners of the earth. Through the power of love and faith, lives were transformed, hearts were healed, and souls were saved. The promise of salvation had been fulfilled, not through grand gestures or miracles, but through the simple act of believing in something greater than oneself. As the echoes of that moment faded into the distance, it left behind a legacy of hope and inspiration that would endure for generations to come. Words may have been the catalyst, but it was the unwavering faith and boundless love of those who believed that truly set the world on fire. As they stood united, hand in hand, hearts intertwined, they knew they were part of something greater than themselves. They were part of a movement, a revolution of love and light that would shine bright for all eternity. Pastor Michael, describing the experience with a sense of wonder, called it a supernatural move of God. That very night, a miracle unfolded. Over 200 Muslims in Gaza, many of whom had witnessed the missionaries' kindness, experienced a profound encounter in their dreams. They dreamt of a figure radiating love and peace, Jesus. The next morning, a sense of urgency replaced the despair that had lingered for so long. One by one, the Palestinians who had dreamt of Jesus sought out the missionaries. Their eyes held a newfound curiosity, their hearts a yearning for more. They recounted their dreams, filled with awe, and expressed a deep desire to learn more about Jesus and how to follow him. This mass conversion wasn't a forced choice, but a stirring within their souls. The message of hope they received, both through the missionaries' actions and their own dreams, became a beacon of light in their lives. The stories that emerged from Gaza, much like those from Iran and other parts of the world, showcased the profound impact of divine encounters and the enduring power of faith. These narratives of transformation and hope serve as a powerful reminder of the potential for change, even in the most challenging circumstances. God is going to do a lot of work in Gaza, and I want to be a part of that, Sada said. Sada previously told Joel Rosenberg on the Rosenberg Report that he believes we are in the end times. What we are seeing today is really one of the signs of the end times, because it is not normal. The destruction that is taking place, he said. The evil hand of Hamas is attacking Israelis in a radical, very evil way. Naturally, Israel had to respond and defend itself. Although 4 Arab nations and Turkey have offered to assist in planning the reconstruction and governance of Gaza once Israel ends its war with Hamas, Saada boldly proclaimed that God has another future for the Gazans. The harvest is going to be huge, he said. Let me share another story. A woman had left the Muslim faith, but was full of hatred and suspicion of Christians. She didn't know what to do and asked God for help. One night, she had a dream where she saw a shepherd walking around an empty tomb with a staff. The shepherd walked around it a few times and then headed directly toward the woman. He had a loaf of bread in his hands, which he broke and offered to her, saying, "Take, eat, this is my body." The woman, who knew nothing about the Bible, woke up and contacted a Christian she knew. He showed her the Bible where Jesus had said those very words. The woman accepted Jesus as her Savior and continues to serve him to this day. There are many cases where Muslims dream of God and, with a long hidden belief, decide to follow him.